Welcome back to Simply Maha. Today we're going to be making baba ganoush. We're going to take an eggplant, roasted under a broiler, getting that beautiful char flavor. And my secret to getting an extra smoky flavor is saving all the cooking liquid that comes out from the eggplant, because that is going to have the perfect amount of smokiness. So let's get started. Now I am showing you the recipe for one large eggplant. Just for reference, I have a 9x15 loaf pan and this fits perfectly in it, but the ingredients and the measurements down in the description are going to be for 2 big eggplants. But for reference, I'm just showing you one. Now I have an eggplant over here that I'm going to poke holes into before going into the oven, just so it does not explode. And the secret to getting an eggplant without any seeds is looking at the bottom. The more circular that dot is at the bottom, the less seeds that it's going to have. Seeds tend to make your baba ganoush kind of bitter, so try to get one as circular as possible. Now I'm just going to add a drizzle of olive oil along with a good pinch of salt. We added holes in there, so that salty flavor is really going to penetrate the eggplant. Give that a good rubbing, and you're going to place it under the broiler on high until you get beautiful charred pieces all over the eggplant. You want it really nice and dark, but you still want it to be very nice and soft. So here it is under the broiler. Mine is very high and very powerful, so I had it on my lower rack. And after about 20 minutes, I'm just going to flip that around. And as you can see, it's getting very, very soft, so it's cooked from the inside. And then once I take it out, I'm going to cover it with a piece of foil, and let it rest and cool down for about 10 minutes. And that's also going to give time for the eggplant to release more of those juices that are going to give us the perfect smoky flavor. So after 10 minutes, I'm just going to take my eggplant and start peeling off the skin. And like I said before, we are going to reserve that cooking liquid because it's going to give us a smoky flavor. It won't be bitter because we chose an eggplant that does not have a lot of seeds. And as you can see, this is very satisfying. It's like leather, and that's because we had it on such a high setting that it practically turned into leather. So just remove all the skin. Try not to get any flesh, or as little as possible. As you can see, it peeled off very, very smoothly because we let it cool as well. And try to get most of the seeds, like I said, without getting most of the flesh. Now I'm going to place it in my food processor along with some tahini. I like to add yogurt just because I think it adds a lot of creaminess and it mellows down that really earthy, smoky flavor. I like that flavor, but just having that nice balance is really, really nice. So I like to add a tablespoon. If you're using 2 eggplants, about 1/4 cup of yogurt. And it's also going to give you a nice cooling effect and lighten the color of it, which is going to be very nice. And now I've just added my garlic, those juices that I've told you to set aside. As you can see, they're not a lot. They're probably about 2 tablespoons, so they're not going to make your mixture very runny. And then you want to make sure to give it a good pinch of salt, the juice of half a lemon if you want. And then we are going to process this until it is nice and smooth. It won't take a lot. And as you can see, adding that yogurt gave us a beautiful, rich, creamy light color, which I love. And now you just got to plate it up. I chose to fry up some pita bread, toss them with some sumac, and put them on top. I first laid it out on a plate, made little divots in it, drizzled some olive oil, some chili paste, put that pita bread on top, and there you have it. The perfect side dish, so easy. And you have a lot of unique flavors going on. You have the smoky and earthy flavor from the eggplant. You have that nutty and creamy texture from the tahini. You have that crunch from the pita bread. You have that little sourness from the sumac. Very, very well-rounded appetizer that will please any crowd. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I will see you next time on Simply Maha, where we are simple but never basic. Bye-bye.